Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a fiery show episode for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So, the biggest talk in the NBA since the Luka trade has been, well, it's been the Luka trade, but in the aftermath of that, one of the things that they've been talking about is how will Luka and LeBron mesh, and what influence will LeBron have on Luka Doncic? At first, I understood. I was like, okay, this is acceptable as a talking point, but now it's they're trying to turn it into something else. What I've noticed is that now people are trying to turn it into, LeBron is going to teach Luka and teach him this and teach him. Like, yo, hold up a second here. Hold up. I get the point that y'all are trying to make. I understand what y'all are trying to say. But let's not go too far with it. Last time I checked, Luka was in the finals last year. The last time I checked. Last time I checked, before Luka put on a Lakers jersey, in his 5 years, he was a 5-time All-Star. 5 All-First NBA teams. Rookie of the Year. And led the league in scoring. So let's not get crazy here. He has the second highest scoring average in playoff history, behind Michael Jordan. Let's not get stupid here. But nevertheless, that's what some people are trying to do. So it just so happened that this thing that I was talking about ended up being a topic item on Gil's Arena. And I saw a clip last night that featured this very, very heated back and forth on the panel between Rashad McCants and Gilbert Arenas, right? Now, Gil is pro-Lakers. He thinks the Lakers are going to win the championship, especially now after acquiring Luka Doncic. So I guess they were talking about what effect is LeBron going to have on Luka. And Rashad was coming from the standpoint of, what do you mean what effect he's going to have on Luka? Like, Luka been that dude. And it got into this fiery debate where both of these guys were making some pretty interesting points that I want to unpack today and really address. And I thought that it would be a very, very interesting topic for us to touch on. But before we even get into this exchange here, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is we want to play this heated exchange between Gilbert Arenas and Rashad McCants on this Luka Doncic, LeBron James topic, and then we're going to come back and really get into our thoughts. Take a listen to these guys here.
I'm dripping, bro. Sub me out. I got to come right out. I'm out of breath. Bro, bro, come here.
So he's jogging at.
Right.
So
he is.
Wait, hold on.
Cruise control. He is.
So that's scary then.
It is scary. If he played harder, we would. Man, bro, what was he talking about?
So you don't think him getting around LeBron James is gonna turn that up? Because he ain't been around nobody that can help him.
Of course he has.
Since in Dallas. So if he's doing this right now at 25 and he got with LeBron James right now, what do you think's gonna happen?
He ain't been around nobody.
No, who has he? Has that next
Nick,
level?
think about that though, Nick. Like he hasn't been.
Anthony Davis has been around LeBron James for 5 years.
Two different players. Two different players.
What did Dirk Nowitzki in the all-time?
Two different players.
Davis learn?
He learned how to be a champion.
He learned. Hey, what did Austin Reeves say? There's a big old thing about Austin Reeves when he said he heard LeBron James was coming to the gym and he said, I want to beat him to the gym. He was coming in at, what, 2:30, 130, and then he said something, I'm like, He said, well, I'm not just gonna be sitting at the gym all day like he does. The kid seen something and wanted to mimic it. He realized 5:30 is what they do, 12 is what he does.
Yeah.
We don't know what another level is until we see somebody with it. When Drew Holiday left Milwaukee and went over there, did Tatum and Brown, did their game look a little different? Did it look a little bit more like they want it? Because they have somebody that's showing them how to do it. So you can say he doesn't have it. We can see that. Are you going to bring somebody who can give it to him? That's all it is. He didn't have Dirk. He didn't have J. Kidd to help him.
He did.
No, he didn't. He got it at
So here is his coach. That's what. Nick,
it's getting out of hand. Nick, it's getting out of hand.
What that mean?
It's getting out of hand. Y'all not making it make
Dirk
sense.
Dirk can't even
don't
walk.
make no sense.
Dirk can't even walk.
What does that have?
What the hell he gonna teach him? He can't even walk.
What do you mean?
Come on, man, no disrespect, but Dirk. What you mean?
I'm happy
it's so
we
much.
got him, but
I gotta be able to get out here with you, bro.
It's a real great talent.
I've never been around. What great talent has he been around?
Why do I have to be around a great talent? Who has Joker been around?
Who are you gonna learn
Who
from?
has Joker been around?
Who are you gonna learn from?
Who has Joker been around?
And if somebody
answer the question.
And is he lazy?
I'm
Does he
asking
look like he's
I'm
in
asking
shape?
a question.
Does he look like he's in shape?
Can you answer it?
Does he look like he's in shape?
Can you answer it?
No.
No,
Does
you
he
can't.
look like
All
he's
right.
in shape?
Who else? Giannis. Who did Giannis learn from? I'm waiting for answers.
Does he look like he's in shape?
Now Luka got to learn from somebody.
Oh my God.
We got 2 MVPs.
Does he?
That don't need to learn from nobody. I ain't talking about in shape. I'm just talking about playing hard.
If somebody said Joker don't play hard, we will all say, yeah, it looked like he out
But
there.
who we gonna learn from?
Right?
Who we gonna learn? They're not saying we need to
Who?
bring somebody in
yo,
to show him how to do this and do that.
Would we say that?
So you heard what these guys had to say. What are my thoughts on what they had to say? As I was listening to them go back and forth, I realized that both of them are making some very interesting points. They both made some sound points. Okay, I think Gil is right, and I think so is Rashad. Let's speak to the point about what Gil said about players having an influence on other players. That's 100% true. We've seen examples of that. I'll give you an example. Look at the 2008 Olympics. Go watch the stories. Prior to that, Kobe was head and shoulders above the NBA. But then what happened was when those guys, D-Wade, Melo, and LeBron got to spend the time working out with Kobe and seeing how he truly trained, all of their games went to the next level by spending those summers with him. So you can be influenced positively by being around someone that has a lot of experience, right? Especially that's been doing it for a long time or longer than you. So there's an example there. There's also an example of Kobe learning from Michael Jordan by speaking to him. There's another example of Kobe training with Hakeem Olajuwon with his footwork by working out with him. So there've been many examples of this. But then Rashad brought up a good point, which was, well, then how do you explain Nikola Jokic and how do you explain Giannis Antetokounmpo? And he got him there as well. How do you explain that? How do you explain Nikola Jokic? Who's Nikola Jokic been spending time around? And he's better than everybody in the NBA. You got a point there. Even the Luka. Luka's almost better than everybody in the NBA. Who's he been spending time around? He brought up Giannis. Giannis is almost better than, these are top 3 players, top 5 players in the NBA. They're better than the entire league. So who did they spend time with? And there Rashad had a point. So I think what Rashad was trying to say was, don't give LeBron all of this credit. Like he's gonna stop. Like Luka is who he is. Luka is the better player. That's the vantage point that Rashad is coming from. Gil is coming from the standpoint of, well, look at his conditioning and all that. Now, Gil brought up a point about Joker, which is, well, does Joker look like he's in shape? Bruh, forget about how Joker looks. Joker is one of the most in shape players in the NBA. He can run for an entire game. Now, if you're talking about having muscles and being chiseled and all of that stuff, you're just talking about aesthetics. If you're talking about endurance and an ability to produce over and over and over, no need to look any further than his playoff run that he won the championship. Like, that's a bad example. Just looking at his body physically, and telling them, oh, there are a lot of players that have better bodies than Luka than Doncic. Than Nikola Jokic that don't have the motor. So that was a bad example. Okay, that was a bad example. But nevertheless, I understand what he was trying to say. Right? I understand what he was trying to say. So to me, look, I think both of these guys made interesting points. And really, the question now is to the audience: whose school of thought do you agree with? Are you with the Rashad McCants school of thought? We're like, look, this dude was already established and he's already Luka before he got to the Lakers. Or are you with the Gilbert Arenas mindset, which is, no, he's going to learn from LeBron. I didn't like the thing of taking him under wing. You can't take Luka under your wing. Like, stop. You can't take the dude that just went to the finals that has all of these accolades under your wing. Stop. Like, stop that right now. Stop that right now. Like, you need to stop that. But nevertheless, do you agree with Gil? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show and I'm out. Peace.